Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Friday, September 5th, 2023. Let's take a look at the Forex economic calendar for today. We are in the middle of the month and those are the data released during the night. Business New Zealand PMI is below the previous reading, 46.1 versus 46.3. Slight miss here. Plenty of data from the China has been released overnight, and one of the most important one was industrial production. The industrial production beats the expectations of 4% with the actual reading of 4.5%, which is better than the last reading of 3.7%. And as you can see, the unemployment rate drops to 5.2% as well from 5.3%. So it looks like very impressive data from the China. During the first part of the London session, we got plenty of data from the Eurozone. First, we have the speeches from the member Fernandez-Bollo. Then we have the wages in Eurozone, trade balance. Then we have the speech from Christine Lagarde and the Eurogroup meetings. So plenty of comments might be issued here, might hit the wires, news wires. So please stay focused. Annual budget release from the New Zealand is scheduled for release at 2 p.m. and then there is a bunch of data from the US and Canada. Export price index, import price index, New York Empire State Manufacturing Index, industrial production, and the Michigan inflation expectations. All of this data are from the US and they are scheduled for it from 2:30 to 4 o'clock. In the middle of this data release at 2:30, we got some data from Canada, Virgin securities purchases and manufacturing sales. At the end of the day, for all of you crude oil traders, we got the US back huge oil rig count and total rig count. Both of this data will be released at 7 p.m. So because of the Chinese data and the New Zealand PMI, let's take a look at the euro dollar first and then Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar. So let's just take a look first at the euro dollar. So this is a 5-minute chart. As you can see, we are doing some kind of a bounce here. The bounce was made from the lows, and of course the lows were made at the level of 1.0633. So our big head and shoulders pattern that I showed you in the beginning of the week is still in progress. If you don't remember what I'm talking about, let me just quickly show you this head and shoulders pattern. So you got the left shoulder, right shoulder, head, and then you got the right shoulder. So for now we are trading here. Nevertheless, the target for this technical pattern is located roughly around 1.0550. So it will be around somewhere around let's say here, and the reason for that is of course when we take the let's say price measurement. Okay, so the price range measurement. So from the head to the neckline, and then copy this one, you can clearly see that in that situation some sort of there you go, this level is roughly the support, that target level for bears, so it's not that far away at all. And there is still the level of 1.0517, which is the low from the 15 March 2023, and then there is still a low on the January 6th 2023, 1.0483. Any breakout below this low, let me just put it on the chart. Okay, any breakout below this low would eventually mean that the euro dollar is making yearly lows. So 1.0483 yearly low for the euro dollar. Let's now switch to the Australian dollar, so we can take a look at the situation here. Daily time frame chart of the Australian dollar is showing us some sort of the improvement and a bounce from the lows located roughly around the level of 6,360. So that's the technical support. There you go. We tested this level and surrounding levels many times, and now we are bouncing. The market already bounced. Let me just zoom in. The market already bounced above the 50 periods moving average, or 6,420, and now the next target for the bulls in that situation would be located at 6,525 pips. Alright, if this level is violated, then we go to the 100 days moving average located at 6,590. Momentum is touching the level of 50, so right now there is still the room to the upside. There is still the room to the upside here on the RSI, so we should expect another leg to the upside on the Australian dollar market. New Zealand dollar. The New Zealand dollar, let me just move the chart here and zoom in straight on. So what's going on the New Zealand dollar? Very similar situation than the Australian dollar. We got the lows of 5,854. So this is our technical support and the swing low. We are testing 50 periods moving average here, so that's obvious. Where is the next target? Well, the next target is somewhere around 5,980 and 6,009 pips, and only if we break above this zone we can test the 100 days moving average located at 6,071 pips. Momentum is still weak, momentum is still negative, which is much more important, and it's not even touching the level of 50, so we might as well reverse lower and make another swing low. But in a case of any breakout above the level of 50 on the RSI, there is still a room to the upside. There's still a room to test another levels, so please keep an eye on the New Zealand dollar. We might see some sort of the bounce extension here. And last but not least, let's take a look at the Bitcoin. We didn't look at this for quite some time right now, and the Bitcoin chart, as you can see, is looking very interesting. Why? Because there is a nice bounce from the lows of $25,000. Let me just take my price range price range tool, and we're supposed to be around 7% up from the lows to the recent high, 7.64%. So very nice rally from the extremely oversold market conditions, roughly around the level of 67, almost 70. So this market is almost over about almost 8% up as well. What is the next level for the Bitcoin? Technical support at 26,444 is the level that right now is being tested. Let me just zoom in. Okay, so the market tests this level, and a breakout below this level would be, negative and could end up testing the moving averages cross. But if we manage to break higher over the weekend especially, then the next target is located at 28,136. Pretty nice bounce. We are waiting what the bulls will do with the support, whether they will bounce higher or they will just break below it and then go below $25,000 for another swing low. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. So take care and bye bye.